When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you.
When Geppetto looks to the stars and sees the brightest one in the sky, he wishes with all of his heart to one day have a son of his own. So that night, the star transformed and traveled to him. Within Geppetto's home appeared a beautiful blue fairy who grants his puppet Pinocchio the gift of life, thereby fulfilling Geppetto's wish. This fairy brings magic into the world of Pinocchio and possesses a great amount of power, yet we practically know nothing about her. We don't even know her real name. Hello, I'm Isaac from What's So Videos, where we discuss fun topics for fun people, and today I'm going to ask the question, who is the Blue Fairy? No matter who you are, your wish can be granted if you are blessed with a good heart. No matter where you are in the world, or when you are a part of the world, the Blue Fairy seems to be a beacon of hope in the night sky. Geppetto was an old man when he made his wish, indicating he must have heard of the magic of the wishing star during his long life. The Blue Fairy had a reputation for making dreams come true. Maybe there are other times when people have looked to the sky for answers or magic.
The second star to the right shines in the night for you, to tell you that the dreams you plan really can come true.
The stars are again linked with the ability for dreams to occur in the Peter Pan song, The Second Star to the Right, and Peter explains in his film, the stars are needed to guide you to Neverland. By traveling just past the second star to the right, you will be in the place where adventures will occur forever. We have heard tales of how Peter Pan got to Neverland in numerous stories like Once Upon a Time and the film Pan, but we are never given an explanation to why he was so special. Why did Malcolm dream of Neverland in Once Upon a Time? And why was Pan the boy to fulfill their prophecy? Maybe Peter Pan wished for a land where he could have endless adventures. Maybe he began as an orphan, just like Pan suggests, since he doesn't comprehend the concept of a mother.
Mother? What's mother?
In his loneliness, he dreamed of one day voyaging into the world to have fun and be a hero. I think the Blue Fairy came down and granted Peter's wish and manifested the world of Neverland for him. Who else could create a land of fairies, mermaids, and pirates where you will stay youthful forever? I think one of the few people who could create a world like this would be a magical being who can bring people to life. Again in the song The Second Star to the Right, it even ends by stating,
We'll thank the little star that shines, the second from
indicating the star was someone, and in When You Wish Upon a Star, they state,
Anything your heart desires will come to you.
showing Neverland is within the powers of the Blue Fairy. I always thought the star was just a guiding point or a landmarker for Peter, but people normally don't thank random road signs. Peter Pan was created into the boy we know because of the Blue Fairy, but there is something kind of weird. In Pinocchio, the Blue Fairy's star is all alone. So how could another star be right next to her in Peter Pan? Stars don't just spawn out of nowhere, except in one case. In The Princess and the Frog, when the firefly Ramon is swatted and crushed to protect his friends, his dying wish is to be with his true love, Angeline. By being a great friend and a caring individual, Ramon proved he had a pure heart, just like Geppetto. So when he looked to the stars and saw the wishing star, his wish was granted. See, the most beautiful firefly he had ever seen, and his true love was actually the brightest star in the sky. Ramon wished to be with the person who manifested his wish. Ramon's Angeline was actually the Blue Fairy. To allow them to be together forever, the Blue Fairy made Ramon into the star next to her. In the late 1800s, the Blue Fairy creates a puppet into a boy. In the 1920s, she transforms her true love into a star. And sometime before the events of Peter Pan in the 1930s, she creates the magical world of Neverland. Pinocchio is brought to life by a woman not just known as the Blue Fairy. She is also the wishing star, the star to the right, and Angeline, which means angel or messenger in Greek. The Blue Fairy is one of the least known, yet most powerful fairy godmothers in Disney. This video was sponsored by my patrons over at Patreon. Patreon is a voluntary pledge service where you can support creators like me. So if you are interested in donating to help grow the channel, check out the page at patreon.com/whatsovideos. If you'd like to continue to theorize on the Blue Fairy and Pinocchio, then I'll leave the links to the movies, resources, and the original article which inspired this episode in the description of this video. So now it's time for your thoughts. Do you think the Blue Fairy created Neverland? Do you think she's also Ramon's Angeline? And what is your favorite Pinocchio moment? Let me know in the comments section along with any other ideas you have for future Discovering Disney episodes. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, then consider subscribing to Watso videos and click the bell if you'd like to be notified when I post. Thanks for watching and have a magical day.